and then saying to people, okay, please help me welcome someone, and just like, please help me welcome back here. There's no audience members. So the first 2 months were very tricky. But after that, it was like, okay, cool. Like, how do we make this work? Because obviously, it was a situation we never could have ever imagined. So we needed to think on our feet. Okay, cool. This is how we're going to start structuring the show. This is how things are going to happen. But we are slowly but surely, finding our feet.
And I'm sure it's been tricky for you as well, Mo, being in live entertainment as a club DJ and an artist. You've no doubt taken a huge knock. So how have you been adjusting and connecting with your audiences throughout lockdown? And have those opportunities started opening up a little bit as lockdown has changed?
Thank heavens for the get-together experience, because we were able to be seen DJing live on TV and radio on Metro and SABC1, and there's been a couple of other platforms online that have done the same thing. So I guess we've had an opportunity to not just DJ at home for ourselves, but DJ for audiences, whether it's on TV or whether it's online, But of course, we know that there are a lot of people who make a lot of money from gigging. I've made a lot of money from gigging. It is a living. But I think I've been in a fortunate position where I've had, multiple sources of income. So I've been able to almost mitigate the effect of not having an income.
So many lessons to take out of this experience, but Absolutely. Of course we continue to catch up with the team from the Mo Flavor Breakfast crew, who are obviously dialing in, or you dial into them on Metro FM daily from very early in the morning on 87.9 to 107.9 megahertz nationwide. So they're going to be chatting to us about Metro FM turning 34 and how they've adjusted to broadcasting during this time. So stay with your Feel Good Breakfast show.
We want to acknowledge the healthcare students tirelessly volunteering during COVID-19.
She's been a role model. She has given me so much confidence.
And give them hope for their future after this pandemic.
Here I am now. It's 10 years later, and I'm still trying to follow in his footsteps.
We're looking for current and aspiring healthcare students, graduates, interns, or those doing the community service here. Nominate yourself, receive nurturing mentorship, experience health work readiness, and stand a chance to win a 25,000 Rand scholarship. And for the mentors associated with the winner, you'll win an overseas trip to attend a medical conference of your choice. Sponsors of Brave, the next generation of Brave.
Hey Expresso family, it's time for you to get creative and start cooking or baking your family favorites with Snowflake for your chance to win great cash prizes.
We want you to share your Snowflake homemade creations and memories with families all around South Africa.
Share a photo of your Snowflake homemade recipe using any Snowflake product to our Expresso Facebook or Twitter page. Tell us why this recipe is so special to you and use the hashtag Snowflake Homemade.
And 3 lucky winners will walk away with a grand prize of 5,000 Rand cash each. stage.
Create flop-proof homemade happiness and memories with Snowflake.
The competition closes the 30th of September 2020, and T's and C's can be found at www.expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hala, hala, feel it in your bones. It is your birthday and you share it with someone special this morning. Where there is a will, there is a way. He's proven it over and over again. It's only fitting that we start off today's birthday wishes with a living legend himself, Will Smith. Willard Carroll Smith Jr., also known as Will Smith, turns a young 52 years old today. He's might not have been everybody's cup of tea when it comes to his music. I loved it, but he's been one of our favorites for the longest times. And of course, he is everybody's favorite when it comes to the movies. Made a ton of bucks as an actor. He is the only actor of 11 consecutive films gross over $150 million internationally. Boom. And he continues to demonstrate his remarkable versatility as an actor. And he's definitely one of the greatest actors of our time. Happy birthday, Will.
Now here's a story all about how my life. Gotta do it. But we're going to keep that wishes flowing for Dean Bailey, which reads, hip hip hooray, happy first birthday to my only son, Dean Bailey. You are loved by so many and could not have asked for a better gift from the Almighty. You are so precious, my miracle baby. I love you lots, and this is coming from your mom on your special day. Another shout out goes to my daughter, Zoe Williams, celebrating her 11th birthday. May God bless you with many more, with lots of love from mom, dad, and Chloe.
Then Lawandle Tusi is also celebrating, sending a happy birthday to my daughter, Lawandle Tusi. I'm blessed to have her in my life. I love her and wish her all the best for her future. Then Digaledi Mpahlele is also celebrating. Hey, Expresso family, I'm Digaledi Mpahlele from Lepalele, and today is my birthday. I'm turning 26 years old today. Please help me celebrate my day with dignity. Here are my siblings singing for me. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? 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 Hip hip hooray! Itaka jaman, itaka jaman. Italibonek.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Absolutely love it.
And then we have one more, last but not least. Happy 13th birthday to our amazing, talented boy. Enjoy your road as a teenager, and remember to always put God first in everything that you do and decide and know we love you so much, and enjoy your teenage years, and you'll always be our little boy, McCarthy. I love from mommy, daddy, and your baby brother on your special day today.
Happy birthday, little man. If you want to send us a beautiful video of you singing, or maybe get your siblings to sing, you can WhatsApp it to 071 640 6551, and happy birthday. Mwah.
Now, the special birthday celebrations aren't over just yet. We are so excited today because tomorrow, Koo will be ringing in the milestone of turning 80 years young. Now, everyone is invited to join their virtual lunch hosted by renowned SA foodie Lona Maseko. Truly exciting and something to look forward to. Now, to give us a sneak peek as to why you have to be there, we're joined by two incredible ladies this morning, Mokgao Soshweni, and chef and author of the Lazy Makoti's Guide to the Kitchen, and Newa Nonso, also known as Dine with Newa on social media. A very good morning to you, ladies. We are so excited to have you on the show. Namhlanje, Nijani.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so well, thank you, and I'm really excited to have the both of you here. Now, I'm going to start with you, Newo. Why is celebrating Koo's 80th birthday so important to you personally?
Koo has been part of our families for such a long time. We've used them to celebrate everything, birthdays, graduations, weddings, and it's just always been part of the whole celebration, the kitchen, the food. So it only makes sense we do such a big celebration for them.
And for you, Mokgao?
I think I want to echo Neo's words. I mean, Koo has been a part of our life for 80 years.
Yeah.
How long is that? So they brought in the joy. Everybody loves food and everybody enjoys Koo. So just the convenience, you know, when I think Koo, I think heritage, I think nostalgia. So we really should go all out and celebrate.
When I think Koo, I think everything special occasion, especially Christmas. Ipin salad gamamam is honestly one of the best things ever. Now, Mokhawu, to you, given that Koo and their product range has been a part of South African homes for 80 years, what is it that makes them a household name?
I think the goodness that they serve up, every plate that has a Koo product in it is just going to be so incredibly delicious. And I absolutely love the convenience of everything, that you don't have to spend hours slaving away, but it still delivers an amazing taste.
I love that. And Neo, I know our Expresso family will be itching to get some insider information. Are there any teasers you can, share with us before the big reveal on what we can expect?
So I don't want to give away too much because it's a surprise and I want to surprise everyone. But I will be cooking up amazing dishes and I will be sharing all my recipes on my socials. So look out for that.
And Unewa is really generous with sharing her recipes on her social media page. She's known as that person who can make anything and everything. So look out on her social media pages. Now, Mokhawu, I know that I speak for thousands of South Africans when I say that my excitement is just growing by the minute right now. How can we join in on the festivities this weekend?
You and me both. I am literally counting down to this big party. So everybody can join in. The event is gonna be streamed live on Facebook. So everyone is definitely invited. You can also keep your eyes peeled on Neo's account, on my account, and on the Koo Food SA account. We'll be sharing the link so that you can also join us in celebrating this incredible milestone.
One thing that's for sure that I look forward to the celebrations is seeing what you guys are cooking up in store. I really, truly enjoy the recipes that you share with us on all of your social media pages. Mokhawu and Neo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We truly are looking forward to Koo's 80th birthday. Have a fantastic Friday.
Thank you so much
for having us. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Oh, and
see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Now, the fact that we are literally one sleep away from the Koo 80th birthday celebration makes us even more excited. Now, if you want to take your place at the virtual table this Saturday, simply keep an eye out on the Koo social media pages for your invitation link. Now, Metro FM will also be broadcasting the event, so you can listen along too. Remember, he's invited, she's invited, you're invited. Hashtag everyone is invited. So grab your kids, loved ones, and families and celebrate a milestone of meals with Koo.
What's better than a sugar-coated, deliciously crispy golden brown donut and 100% Arabica beans brewed to perfection? Treat yourself and warm up your morning with a little sweetness from McCafe with the all-new mini donut and cappuccino offer. A little lovin' doesn't have to cost a lot. Great coffee, simple.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this morning. Now with Pearl Shongwe informing us on the news, Owen Honey updating us on what's happening in sports, Musha Diki joining us on Fridays to bring the funny antics, and of course more flavor on the reins, loading it all. The Morning Flavor morning team on Metro FM packs quite the punch.
They do indeed. And this morning we're joined now by Mo, Musha and Owen via video call. Unfortunately, Pearl wasn't available to join us, and we're going to chat about how they've adapted to broadcasting in this new normal, the next normal during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the station celebrating 34 years on air in 2020. A massive congratulations to you guys for being part of this massive legacy. I mean, it must feel incredible to be celebrating 34 years, and for you, Mo, at the helm of it all, right, in terms of the breakfast team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, 34 is an incredible knock, to be quite honest, and we just keep on going. We don't stop. And I think to be part of a platform that is, massive in its pedigree, its history, its contribution to not just radio, but broadcasting and I think entertainment is an honor. And to sit on a show like Metro FM's Breakfast Show is actually surreal for me. Sometimes I still pinch myself because it's something that happened long before I ever anticipated it would. I don't even like waking up in the morning. So it's been such an incredible experience, but the energy is great. The listener is wonderful. I mean, the energy we feed off. And I've got a fantastic team of crazy people. I would not have chosen a crazier, more loony bunch. Otherwise, this would not have worked. So, I think celebrating 34 years of Metro for me is special because it comes at a time when I've been given an opportunity to contribute to the future of the station.
Speaking of the future of the station, I think that a lot of broadcasters have found it quite challenging to imagine what that future looks like, broadcasting during this time with lockdown and all of that, all of the changes that have had to happen. What you've managed to do really well is to keep the consistency in how you connect with your listeners on a daily basis, because one would think that because of lockdown and people working from home, they're not tuning in as much, but you guys have really had this really strong and solid way of connecting with them. Have there been any changes that we might not be aware of in how you do radio?
Well, I mean, absolutely. There's this thing we call chemistry, which you guys know well because you have it in the studio now, and it's wonderful to see. Not being able to be in the same studio as Owen and Pearl and Musha changes the dynamic because now we have to use other means to communicate. We have to listen to how we speak to really zoom in on understanding when the next person is going to end their sentence so I can speak. So there's been a lot of that has really made it interesting to get the chemistry going. In the beginning, for me, it was exciting broadcasting from home because it was like a kid being told, no school for the next month, And then all of a sudden you realize that, oh my gosh, I actually love being in control. I love running my desk. I love pushing buttons. And now I miss the studio. Now I want to go back home. I want to go back to the studio.
Owen, for you, what's it been like to connect with the listener during these times? And how would you say Metro FM listeners are feeling as we forge forward through this pandemic?
I guess a lot of people are feeling despondent. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They've also gone through hard times. So, for us as a team, we're there to help ease the mood. We're there to entertain people, to inform people, and to, just uplift the mood ever so slightly. We've done that brilliantly during the lockdown. You'd swear we're in studio all the time, and we've got a great chemistry amongst each other and a good understanding for our listener as well. That was the most important thing, trying to get through this pandemic.
So there's a number of competitions that you're running. You're giving prizes over here, prizes over there, prizes everywhere. Please tell us more about these, Musha.
So listeners will get a chance to send Metro FM 34 to an SMS number, and we'll randomly call them back and ask 3 questions about Metro FM. Also, guys, a disclaimer, please don't ask us anything about soccer. It's still a very sore subject. It needs a family meeting. So nothing about soccer, about what team Mo and I favor, nothing. It's all about Metro FM.
We don't
they can also get to win by following us on social media and answering those questions as well.
In Heritage Month, and Metro has an exciting and interactive way in which listeners can share and honor their heritage. So tell us a bit more about this.
Yeah, I must say it's such a brilliant thing that we've done as Metro FM because we've led the way in encouraging people to share, their heritage with us. So what we've decided to do as on-air personalities is record, a soundbite of our heritage, who we are, you know. We often talk about itagazelo, we talk, and we've been doing that brilliantly, you know, on air, and it's come out so beautifully, and it's amazing what, you know, heritage does in painting a picture of who you are. So it's really about celebrating heritage and encouraging our listeners to do the same. And yeah, there's some brilliant ones. Some of my colleagues are far better than I am. They've mastered theirs. Phil Shongwe has mastered hers. Like, I think she hit it cum laude.
Well, I think, you know, in this celebration of Heritage Month, it would be remiss of us to not ask you, Mo, to give us leboko la kwenu, even if it's just like 10 seconds nyana or refe or tsinye wa heritage wa Basotho. The stage is yours, Ntate Mo Flava. Go right ahead.
Na ke Mofokeng ke phoka ke Mofokeng wa mama redi di apole ke Mofokeng ke ngwana moshweshwe.
I feel like Moshe was looking at you like, no, I can do better than that.
Oh, yeah. You can tell. He's judgy. Let's hear yours.
You know, the spice. Ndikumushe ndikutsha khathi umaya khumthi kumazaleni uDothana uNtingane umaya khumnanga ujotela usoka abantwana mno babahle baphethe izikhali. Backing vocals.
Backing vocals. Owen, of course, we've got to end it off with the cream of the crop. Leave it to you to give us the Zagwen.
Yeah, where do we start with this one? Owen Honey, from the family, Van der Merwe to Sarts, from Lurk, Honey. Yes, that's who I am, Owen Chad Honey.
Guys, listen, it's been such an amazing privilege to be able to link up with you and just to gain an insight into the awesome people that you are, that we hear every single morning. Thanks so much for making the time to chat to us.
Listen, it's been awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are brilliant. I love your work. You guys know that. So thank you and all the best.
Thank you, guys. Well, you can catch the guys on Metro FM Monday to Friday between 5 and 9 o'clock. It's the Morning Flava Breakfast crew. But of course, you can, listen to them. That's on 87.9 to 107.9 megahertz nationwide on metrofm.co.za.
It's
on the internet.
You're at.
There we go.
I've always wanted to do that.
What a team. Thank you so much to the Metro FM Breakfast team connecting with us. We absolutely love them. Now let's get back in the kitchen and have a little bit of fun. Most pastas, easy to make and an ideal meal to quickly whip up for the entire family. Good bang for your buck, if you will. Instead of those creamy pastas, though, that leave you feeling maybe a little bit guilty, why not try this absolutely delicious avo and chorizo variety? And it smells amazing, the finished product. Teresa Uliate is here to make something surprisingly healthy. I rag you all the time, so I'm sorry. I know that you do, in equal measure, create healthy and delicious. This has a bit of both worked into it. And I haven't thought of using avos, the humble avocado, in a pasta before. I kind of generally think of it as a salad variety, but it's such a creamy fruit vegetable. I'm going to call it fruit vegetable. Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable? Nobody knows. So get us started. This looks beautiful.
So we're actually going to be putting the avo into the pesto, which is something different with our basil and everything. So we've got our beautiful avos here.
Because in season and avo, and I had the chance to meet with the Avo Growers Association and kind of get a window into how far we've come as a cultivator in South Africa. And we've got some of the best avos in the world, but they've also been able to extend the season of the avocado, which is why they're a little bit cheaper and we get better avocados for a longer period.
That's right.
And in season, is there anything creamier than a beautiful avocado? So why not substitute the cream with avo?
I'm cutting this one and it's just so soft and creamy and it's amazing. So it's going to go beautifully with the pasta. So you don't need a heavy cream sauce. You just add your avo and you get that same luxurious mouthfeel. Which is amazing. All right, so I've popped my avos in. I'm going to add some basil.
And I see you've got two avos. One is going in for the sauce, the creamy component. Presumably the other will be added afterwards.
Yes, that's right. So throw your basil in, a little bit of water. I'm going to just add a little bit to start, and then you can add more until
you have to, feel your way through.
Yeah, until you get a nice...
This is one of our great fears on TV, that you're going to put everything in there, you're going to turn it on, and nothing's going to happen because there's not enough moisture in there to whip it up. Yeah.
So I've added some garlic and some pine nuts. You can use other nuts as well if you don't want to use pine nuts. some Parmesan cheese.
And this is typically the base of a pesto, right?
Pesto, yeah, exactly. Normally you would add an olive oil, but because we're adding our avo, you don't really need that element. All right, fingers crossed.
There we go.
Okay, just going to add a little
bit
more water.
And this, you just kind of gauge as you go how much. You obviously don't want it to be too moist, but...
That's it. So this is a little bit thick, so I'm just going to add a bit more. So yeah,
it's already
have a look.
popping with green though. That's beautiful.
Smells just fantastic. It's going to go beautifully with our pasta. Let's give it one more go.
And I'll talk loud. It doesn't necessarily have to be an unhealthy meal because you're making a pasta. I think we far too often associate pasta because of the high carb load or lots of oils and fats, and but you can make sure that those oils, like the oils in an avocado, are healthy.
Yes.
You can put it in a nice whole wheat pasta. You can introduce good healthy fats.
And you put your fiber, your vitamins, your minerals. There's so much goodness. And it's going to fill you up as well, which means it's going to reduce those sugar cravings.
I just pop this, half of it in a Tupperware, and that's your lunch at work for the next day.
Or pop it in the freezer. I mean, look how creamy and beautiful that is.
It looks stunning.
Color. And we've used a whole wheat pasta today. So also adding that fiber element, really, really delicious. And then we're going to add some extra goodies as well. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes.
Lovely.
Beautiful flavour there. Some olives.
It's a bit of sour, a bit more umami, a bit of a salty vibe.
And then we've got some sliced chorizo. This has got a bit of a kick, of course. It's quite spicy. So if you don't like it, or if you've got kids you're feeding and you want to use something else, you could use a different protein. So chicken strips or grilled steak, something like that is a good alternative.
Or you could keep it meat-free. I think there's so much flavour going into that pesto, and you've got the beautiful creaminess of the avo. You don't necessarily have to have a protein in there, but I was telling you earlier that I became obsessed with chorizo. There's just something, it's the saltiness and that spiciness. It's just such a rich, beautiful meal. And balancing out a creamy dish, for me, that's just such a lovely balance to strike. And you can find this entire recipe at expressoshow.com, along with all of our amazing recipes, some healthy, some overly indulgent, but that looks beautiful. I love the way the green pops.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so pop it in your bowl. You can top it with some additional avo. You can slice it or cube it. Some micro herbs, a bit of extra Parmesan cheese. So much flavor, so much goodness.
I'm going to have a little taste, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
that looks amazing. This is breakfast, actually, for me. I'm going to try and get as many of the elements as I can. This is what I call a kutle bite. Don't be shy. There ain't no TV biting here.
Get in there. Is that good? Great for a lunch, great for a supper even, a summer supper.
And I've got to say, the addition of the sun-dried tomatoes, it's got a kind of a sourness to it that balances the chorizo beautifully. Oh, that is amazing. This is mine, sorry guys. And the rest of you can wait. Chorizo, this is beautiful. Thank you so much. It's absolutely delicious. While I continue to eat as I try to talk, of course, you can get more delicious recipes at avocado.co.za. Some avo inspiration there, like the Nove Avocado on Facebook, or No Avocado SA rather, on Facebook, and follow I Love Avocado SA on Instagram as well. I Love Avocado SA caps. And so whatever you do, just add an avo. Simple as that. I'm going to have another bite. Oh.
Add an avo, nurtured in South Africa.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show indeed on this Friday. Thank you so much for choosing to wake up on the right side of bed. Now, let me tell you, the game is about to be changed as African retail giant Game launches its first future-ready concept store at the Mall of Africa. Now, our very own Uncle Tabsy was lucky enough to get a first-hand experience. Take a look at this.
The game is about to be changed as African retail giant Game get ready today to launch their first ever future-ready concept store. It's all happening at the Mall of Africa in Johannesburg. We're here to find out today why it's all so exciting and how they've specifically designed all of this magic you're about to see with all of your shopping needs in mind. Of course, there's been so much innovation in this space, and it's part of Game's new strategy, which is all about retail reimagined. Lots and lots of innovation. Let's get shopping. Andrew, anything that's got to do with the future is really exciting for me. So when I heard the words future-ready concept store, you got my full attention, but you've got to explain it to me. What's a future-ready store?
Essentially what we're doing here is we bring the best of Game's 50-year heritage and the best of the future together to bring a shopping experience that has not been seen yet on the African continent. We've looked at international best practice. We've taken ideas from the Walmart family and we've brought the best of that to this store today. So you'll see a lot of innovation in the store, from self-checkout to digital touchscreens so you can shop online. There's a whole host of new exciting experiences that we've brought into the new Game.
Andrew, the concept of Game retail reimagined, it's such an exciting one, of course. It's about transforming and improving customer experience. What are some of those new and exciting innovations that you can brag about?
First of all, we've brought into the store some new categories that Game has never sold before. So we've got clothing, activewear and footwear. We've got children's and adults reading books, as well as party solutions. We've also brought a whole lot of new experiences into the store. So as you walk around the store, you'll see that we have a testing area where parents can test prams and different services. We've got a kids reading and play area. We've got a bicycle track where kids can try their bikes before they buy them. We've also got a tech hub where our associates can help customers with their basic tech troubleshooting. So there's a whole lot in terms of experience. And then from a digital innovation point of view, we've got QR codes on all the shelves where customers can use their phones and learn more information about the item or even buy it online if they want. So essentially, we looked at every square inch in the store to see how we could innovate.
Being someone who really enjoys shopping myself, I know that I often find myself buying stuff that I don't really need. The fact that you can interact physically with the product at the store before you even make the purchase decision means that I'll have far less products sitting in my guest room that I don't need. But also to be able to check out the latest technology and innovation in tech, for example, before you make that decision to buy them is incredible. Andrew, considering the current pandemic, what sort of operational efficiencies have you put in place to ensure that your customers are safe and so are your people?
We have made sure that we've got sanitizing stations as you enter the store. We're sanitizing all surfaces across the store, at the toll points and around the store. And we've also introduced self-checkout so that customers that are uneasy to shop come to our store and can get in and out as quickly as possible.
What does this launch mean for the Game brand?
This store has essentially been a culmination of a year's worth of work. And what I'm really most proud about is how the team came together from all areas of the business to get the store to where it is today. We know that our shoppers have Game, and this vision that's been brought to life also shows our shoppers how much Game our staff have. So I really invite all our shoppers to come into the store, and I want them to leave here feeling they've got the most unbeatable deal on earth and that they're the savviest shopper in South Africa.
Ayanda MVP, you're a friend of Game through and through. We see you appearing in their TV commercials and today hosting the official launch of their future-ready store. Game is really reimagining how they do retail. They really are working so hard to give their customers an experience when they walk through these doors. Why do you think this is so important?
I think because we want to enjoy shopping. We don't want to be something that is dragged. When I was younger, it was such a big thing for us to go out. It was an outing to go to Game and go shopping and go to the sweet section and get something. So they always want to make sure that it's an experience because for some people it's the only outing that they have. So Game is definitely making sure that that's happening.
I'm excited about the innovations, about the development. I see so much fun in shopping. Game is the place to be, and they have considered the people and they've moved with times. As I'm here at Game, it feels like I'm traveling the North Americas, Europe. So we congratulate Game for the 50 years of legacy.
Tila, what an exciting time. I mean, I saw you getting down there and I can tell you're very excited about the concept store. When customers walk into the store, what is the number one guarantee that you've got for them?
We're known for the best service, so I'm going to give them the best customer service.
And I know that you're wearing a mask right now, but I want you to assure the customer that even with a mask on, you'll still be smiling.
I'll smile with my eyes.
Catherine, you and I have had many chats about this future-ready concept store, and today, the day has finally arrived. How are you feeling?
I tell you, it was like Christmas Eve last night, waiting to open the store after nearly a year of preparation. It's our whole strategy that's brought to life physically, and that's one of the wonderful things about being a retailer, is our strategy's tangible. You know, customers interact with it.
Well, you spent so much time interacting with the store, and I'm sure you've also identified some personal favorites too. What are some of yours?
Yes, I've interacted with every square inch of this shop. It's been a massive education for me. But what I do love the most are the quirky parts, like this enormous slinky spring in toys over here, and in party over there. There's a nice big streamer there which invites the customer to come into the aisle. It's the oddities that attract our attention.
We all know and love Game stores as the retail giant that's given us consistent quality merchandise with a 50-year-long heritage. And of course, 122 stores in South Africa, 28 more in Africa. This introduction of the first ever concept store here, the future-ready concept store at the Mall of Africa in Madrid, couldn't have come at a better time. And something tells me the future is exciting, but something else that's exciting is me filling up this trolley. Let's fill it up. My absolute standout feature in the concept store has to be the self-checkout. We are also busy. The last thing you want after finding those items that you've been eyeing for a long time is to be standing in a queue. And getting in there and being able to do it yourself was quite something. That stood out for me. This is a new way of doing things. We've never seen this before. This is a new language of shopping, and it's going to inspire us to really connect with the idea and the experience of shopping again. Customers are really going to be blown away by this new experience. It's incredible.
Hey, here's to hoping you're having a fantastic day so far in our company. We are certainly enjoying yours. And of course, you know that winning big with us has never been easier. In fact, next week, Thursday, a fourth and final lucky viewer will get the chance to spin the Buy Smart virtual wheel of prizes and stand a chance to win either a queen-size bed, a fridge, a washing machine, or a smartphone. And hey, it could just be you.
Yes, now if you don't believe us, ask yesterday's big winner, Marley Stonga, who walked away with a brand new fridge. Not only did she win big, but her reaction was larger than life, and it gave us all the feels.
Take a look at this. This is her. Winning.
Spinning!
And it's spinning. I love the tension before, right? While the wheel is spinning, and you're waiting for
all right,
the winner to say stop. Right?
Stop! Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations to you, Molly. You are walking away.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes, Molly. You're walking away with that fridge. Ah.
Congratulations. You have won yourself the state-of-the-art fridge, Molly. How are you feeling now?
I'm so excited because I dreamed of that fridge.
Oh, I love that so much for you, Molly. Look, the family is
Everybody
well.
crazy. Yes. Oh, absolutely love it.
Is the Baba excited as well?
Yes, they're so excited.
I love that so much. I hope that you and your beautiful family have a blessed Heritage Day, and I hope that you enjoy this beautiful prize. Once again, Molly, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
That was a beautiful way to celebrate Heritage Day here with the family as well.
So exciting. As we were saying just before this is literally one of our favorite things. Because it warms up our hearts, you know, to see people win and win things that they actually need in most cases, you know?
And hey, this could be you. This could be your reality next Thursday if you sign up to Buy Smart today. And you'll not only get rewarded with points, but also go into the weekly prize draw.
Now, all you have to do is send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps, or open your camera and scan the QR code to get the link to sign up. Now, browse Buy Smart promos and products, upload a photo of your till slip when you buy Tiger Brands products, earn points for your purchases. Your points can unlock rewards ranging from airtime and fast food vouchers to movie tickets and shopping vouchers. It's very quick and easy, actually, and you can sign up on the go.
Absolutely, and don't forget that signing up this month means that you automatically stand a chance to win those incredible weekly prizes, including a queen-size bed, a fridge, a washing machine, or a smartphone. So here's the QR code. One last time, we're going to put it up on your screen so you can sign up today, and it could be you spinning that virtual wheel of prizes next week Thursday and walking away with a big prize as the winner with Buy Smart. T's and C's apply and can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Can't wait for you to spin the wheel.
Get rewarded for your shopping choices with Buy Smart. Send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps. You will stand a chance of winning incredible prizes weekly on Expresso.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Rugby returns to South Africa this weekend. We are really excited, making a long-awaited return with a bumper Super Fan Saturday hitting our screens tomorrow. We cannot wait to see our local stars back in action. I'm sure fit and raring to go. There's plenty of football action to take in, and the Indian Premier League has not disappointed. In fact, a record-breaking knock from KL Rahul yesterday. We'll delve into all of that with our sports writer, journalist extraordinaire, Ryan Freda is back back in the flesh, buddy. So good to see you, my friend. And on an auspicious occasion like this, rugby, we've seen Australia do it, we've seen New Zealand do it really well. But SA gets their chance now finally, and what a way to kick it off with that bumper weekend of sport. How are you feeling about the return of rugby?
Yeah, incredible. We were speaking off camera about the appetite that it created when we were watching New Zealand and Australia play in their domestic comps. And even though it's just a weekend of local rugby, I'm stoked. And especially the matchups that they've put together. I think the Sharks and the Bulls, a clash of styles there. And then the Stormers and the Lions. The Bulls are particularly interesting for me because of how they've recruited. You've got the likes of Gio Aplan there. Dwayne Vermeulen. They've put together a really good side. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And they couldn't have put two better matchups for us this weekend.
I absolutely love it. Lucanio Am is going to be leading the Sharks. The Sharks probably would be the most aggrieved at having this year off, I think. They were showing such unbelievable form, and they're an attacking side, so dangerous at the back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I say it's going to be so interesting because the Bulls are likely to play quite a pragmatic style of rugby. And so in order for the Sharks to play the style that they want to, the style that you're referring to, they're going to have to beat them up front. And that's going to take some doing.
Foundation.
Because like I said, Jake White's put together a formidable team, and particularly that pack. In order for the Sharks to play that way, they're going to have to match the Bulls there. And that's going to be the beauty of the contest.
With three players in a tight phase, man. Absolutely awesome stuff. So we look forward to those two encounters, the Lions up against the Stormers as well. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Perhaps this is the year for the Lions. Then we move to English football, of course, a bumper weekend, round 3. Couple of sides making good. Maybe the League Cup action gave teams a bit more of an opportunity to find their feet, test out new signings. We've seen some fantastic new names in the Premier League, just right across the board. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Let's talk about Brighton up against Manchester United. Where are United at the moment?
Yeah, they're struggling. I see the fans calling out for signings on Twitter and losing.
West Bromwich up against Chelsea. Chelsea's new signings just absolutely amazing. Kai Havertz just boom. Tottenham, Newcastle United. Will we see Gareth Bale back on a Spurs?
Well, I certainly hope so. It's great for the Premier League. You alluded to Kai Havertz before. There's Timo Werner. The type of players that are coming to the Premier League now, despite the financial situation for these clubs, they seem to bypass them. Tottenham need a win for morale there. And especially for Jose to...
Looking good, but this is going to be a different prospect against the Man City side that is absolutely resplendent. Let's quickly squeeze in some Indian Premier League action. We saw KL Rahul break a record for an Indian cricketer in the IPL, for a captain in the IPL. An unbelievable stand yesterday. And when you're playing against any team with the likes of Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, and I would always put my money on them, but a brilliant performance yesterday.
Especially on the wicket. The wicket was a bit too paced. It took a while for him to get in. He had his luck as well, but incredible innings. That hitting wheel of his is incredible. He can score all around the ground.
Yeah.
And then we've got today Chennai playing, and Faf is in a hot run of form there. 2 back-to-back half centuries, and they need to do well because the last game that they played in, there was a big backlash, especially about Dhoni coming in down the order there in a big run chase. But Faf is looking incredible. AB to a certain extent as well, but Faf particularly in terms of the Safa perspective, he's our man at the IPL at the moment.
And then just a quick throw forward to tennis. The French Open is here. We are looking forward to Roland Garros action, of course, and you've got to say Rafa's probably the favourite.
Yeah, he's got a hard run to the final, but definitely he's going for his 14th Roland Garros title, 24th career Grand Slam singles title, which is a record equaling amount of titles there.
Wow.
But he's got a hard run to the final. So does Serena Williams. But I'm just happy to see sport back in some sort of guys. And we've got a great weekend to look forward to. You can live on your couch this weekend if you want.
Yeah, sink your teeth into it, chew on that all weekend. It's going to be a beautiful one. So hopefully you can enjoy it. And don't forget, we are looking for our super fan to come and join the conversation. Yeah, we'd love to be connecting with you. So if you are a super fan of any sport and you've got your opinions, have your say on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page, and we might just be phoning you live to weigh in on the conversation. But Ryan, so good to see you, my friend.
Absolute pleasure. Great to be back.
Oh, loving having you back here. Wherever your allegiances lie, especially in the rugby this weekend, enjoy seeing live rugby action back on a South African field.
Well, it's just about 4 minutes before the top of the hour. Here's a look at the news headlines on this Friday morning. On the national news front, President Ramaphosa has sent a message of hope amid the coronavirus pandemic, saying the country will work towards recovering from the worldwide crisis and rebuild the economy. In his Heritage Day speech yesterday, Ramaphosa said monuments glorifying the country's divisive past should be repositioned and relocated. He also touched on sustained violence against women and children and said citizens could not regard themselves as totally free while women and children lived in fear. On a lighter note, he expressed pride that the Jerusalem challenge is continuing to trend on social media platforms across the globe. Now, a 39-year-old suspect will appear in the Bishop Lavis Magistrates Court today in connection with the murder of Lieutenant Colonel Charles Kinnear. 52-year-old Kinnear, who was attached to the Western Cape Anti-Corruption or Anti-Gang Unit, was shot dead in front of his house in Bishop Lavis in Cape Town on Friday. The suspect was arrested in Springs on the East Rand on Wednesday. Meanwhile, scores of people yesterday attended Kinnear's memorial service outside his house in Bishop Lavis, including the police top echelons in the province, Cape Town Mayor Dan Plato and SA Human Rights Commission Commissioner Chris Neeson. On the international news front, the head of the Africa Centre for Disease Control has praised African states for managing to curb the spread of COVID-19. Africa has seen some 1.4 million cases and about 34,000 deaths since February. Now, these figures are far lower than those in Europe, Asia or the Americas, with reported cases continuing to decline. The continent of more than 1 billion people accounts for just under 5% of cases globally and 3.6% of deaths. Meanwhile, regarding COVID-19, it's hoped that the phase 3 clinical trials of herbal medicines will begin next month. In other news, Finland has launched a pilot project to determine whether sniffer dogs can be used to detect COVID-19 among passengers at an airport in Helsinki. However, passengers are still being tested for the virus in the usual way as well. A researcher from the University of Helsinki says their research so far shows that dogs can sniff out the virus 5 days before patients show any clinical symptoms. Meanwhile, the European Union Health Commissioner says it's a real cause for concern that in some member states the COVID-19 situation is now even worse than during the peak in March. Now, next, news of a French bull who thinks he is a horse. From Verdun in France, meet the bull who thinks he's a horse and who even shows, or who's even known for his show jumping skills. Sabine Roas met Aston 5 years ago when she started helping out at a nearby cattle farm. She formed a close bond with him and as a newborn calf and convinced the farmer to let her buy him. Now, 43-year-old Sabine raised little Aston alongside her pony Sammy, who's now 10. She began noticing the baby bull was picking up the tricks that she was teaching her new horse. She rapidly mastered trotting, galloping, stopping, going backwards and turning around on command. And he was even responding to Sabine's voice, and despite weighing 1.3 tons, it took only 18 months to teach him to leap over 1 meter high horse jumps in the dressage ring with Sabine on his back. And now the pair attend horse shows across Europe where they proudly exhibit Aston's skills. Sabine says they are really close and she believes that their special bond is one of the reasons behind his talents. I always joke, she adds, that Aston is the man in my life. Well, no bull detected there. And on that note, that's it for the news. Right now, let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
Well, thanks, Kat. And yes, the Bulls will be in action, of course, this weekend. But before we get there, let's talk international rugby. SANZAR has confirmed the 6-week rugby championship schedule between South Africa, New Zealand, Argentina and, of course, Australia. So the tournament is set to kick off on the 7th of November and conclude on the 12th of December. Defending champions, the Springboks, could begin their title defence with a clash against Argentina at the Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. South Africa is yet to confirm their participation in the competition, though, like some of the other unions. Then bringing it back home to South African rugby, it makes its return tomorrow with a double-header at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. The first fixture will see the Bulls take on the Sharks. That's at 25 minutes past 4. And in the second round-up, the Lions face the Stormers in the Superfans Saturday Rugby Festival. That match kicking off at 5 minutes to 7 in the evening. And on to cricket. Opening batsman KL Rahul smashed a sensational 132 not out to guide the Kings 11 Punjab to to an impressive 97-run win over the Royal Challengers Bangalore. That was at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium in the IPL. Rahul's unbeaten 132 was the highest IPL T20 total by an Indian player as well as by a captain in any of the tournaments so far. In the IPL action this evening, we've got the Chennai Super Kings up against the Delhi Capitals at 4 p.m. And on to football. Reigning Premier League champions Liverpool thrashed League One team Lincoln City 7-2 at the LNER Stadium in the Carabao Cup last night. Jurgen Klopp's side will now host Arsenal in the fourth round, that one on Monday night. In other results from last night, Man City narrowly beat Bournemouth, who were recently relegated from the EPL, 2-1, and Aston Villa, they beat Bristol 3-0. And staying with English football, round 3 kicks off this weekend. The English Premier League enters that third round this weekend with 16 teams in action over the next 2 days. Clash between Brighton and Manchester United kicks off match day 3 at 1:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. And other big fixtures to look out for: West Brom, they're up against the big spending Chelsea. Tottenham face the Geordies, Newcastle United, and all eyes, of course, will be on the Etihad when former league champions Man City take on the Foxes, Leicester City. That match will take place on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. That's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's take another look at the weather.
Let's get this weekend started by looking at your stunning sunrise pictures. Namhlanje, we head over to the Eastern Cape, starting off with Alizo Maliswa's sunrise picture captured in Tata. You will enjoy really warm temperatures with a maximum of 38 degrees today. Gary Oakam shifts our focus rather to East London with this gorgeous sunrise picture taken at Kids Beach. EL will experience times of sun and clouds with a low of 15 degrees, reaching a high of 23 degrees. Thank you so much for your stunning sunrise pictures. Please continue to share them with us on our social media pages and we will show them live on the show. Now, with rain forecast for the Western Cape and Cape Town again this weekend, most of the remainder of the country's cities will experience a pleasantly warm Friday, with many cities hitting highs in the upper 20s. The Department of Water and Sanitation has now warned that unless the rising temperatures are curbed by heavy downpours in the coming months, municipalities countrywide could be forced to introduce water restrictions. Rising temperatures and evaporation place extra pressure on the country's dams, which would require heavy downpours to remedy. The Nelson Mandela region of the Eastern Cape was identified as an area where the situation is particularly dire. Another area of serious concern is the Mopani district in Limpopo, where an ongoing drought has seen dam levels drop to below 20%. The department has called on all South Africans to save water and pray for rain. But here are this Friday's temperatures, starting off at Polokwane with a low of 11, reaching a high of 31 degrees. Bombela is going to be a pretty hot day today with a minimum temperature of 20 and an afternoon temperature of 36 degrees. Pretoria, your temperatures for the day range between 11 degrees with an afternoon high of 33. Jozi Maboneng, 10:29. A partly cloudy day for Mahikeng, 14:35. Mostly sunny for Klerksdorp with a maximum of 35 degrees. Strong winds can be expected in Kimberley with a low of 8 and a high of 33 degrees. Bloemfontein, 8:30. It's going to be a really hot day in Richards Bay. Ensure that you put on your sunscreen and stay hydrated and expect a maximum of 40 degrees namhlanje. Pietermaritzburg, it's a sunny day for you too with a maximum of 38. South Africa's Playground Durban, 17:34. Down to the Eastern Cape Mthatha, your maximum for the day is 38 degrees. East London, relatively cool temperatures, 15:23. Cradock, 7:32. And the friendly city of Port Elizabeth can expect a low of 12 degrees and a high of 20. 64% chance of rain in George, 7:23. 73% chance of rain in Cape Town, 13:15. And Worcester, 5 and will reach the high teens, 16. And do expect 87% chance of rain. Sutherland starts off with a cool 5 degrees and will reach a high of 14. Do expect 25% chance of rain. And last but not least, it's a hot day in Uppington with a maximum of 35 degrees. Well, these are your Friday temperatures. And remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of Friday, a feel-good kind of weekend.
Or maybe getting out there with your dog has got you feeling less than great. Have you ever taken your dog for a walk in the park and then got a little jealous at how well-behaved other dogs are walking nicely on their leash and sitting when their owners ask them to? Well, if the answer is yes, then you are going to love today's helpful training tip brought to you by NextGuard Spectra and dog trainer extraordinaire Karis Nafti. It's time to take back the control, Mom and Dad.
Hi, my name is Kara Snafty. I'm a dog trainer and an animal behaviorist. Today I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to sit nice and straight next to you when they're walking on a leash. To teach your dog to sit straight when they're walking on a leash, practice by putting a treat in your hand, turn their nose away from you, and then ask them to sit. Turning your dog's nose away from your leg will make their tail pull in closer to you.
A flea and tick-free dog is a happy dog. Protect your dog from harmful parasites with NextGuard Spectra's tasty chewables. Did you know your dog needs to take just one NextGuard Spectra chew once a month to treat and prevent the broadest range of troublesome parasites, including ticks, fleas, mites, and various worms. NextGuard Spectra can be given with or without food to puppies as young as 8 weeks and to dogs of all sizes and breeds. NextGuard Spectra is the tasty chew you can trust and the treat your dog will love.
I love it. From domestic to wild, is there a better way to celebrate our South African heritage than out in the bush? That's where we are going to be in a moment to see how they do Heritage Day at the Rhino and Lion Reserve.
It's one for the book readers and the book eaters. One for the construction workers and their helpful ones. One for the laundry sorters and the laundry hoarders. Whoever the dog member of your family, big or small, new NextGuard Spectra, the broad spectrum monthly chew that protects inside and out in one easy step. NextGuard Spectra, just one chew, so easy for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start off your weekend with us right here. Now, in light of Heritage Day, I headed to the beautiful Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve for a day of fun in true South African style. Welcome back to the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve near Krugersdorp in the cradle of humankind. Now, one of the most exciting things about our beautiful country is that we get to see magnificent wildlife while enjoying delicious food and fantastic places to stay. And here at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve, we get to do all of that and even more. So today, I'll be showing you a range of exciting ways to make the most out of your South African heritage here at the reserve. So what are you waiting for? You already know the wild awaits. The perfect way to start our Heritage Day adventure is with a game drive. The reserve is home to over 100 different wild animals. The fun begins when you start spotting your favorites. What's a Heritage Day game drive without taking the time to look at the beauty and grace of our national animal? Did you know that the black wildebeest are endemic to our South African highveld, which means they found nowhere else in the world? They used to feature on our 2-cent coin. They're pretty amazing. That's if you want my 2 cents. Whoa. Now another must is just taking the time to be in awe of one of our most protected animals, the rhino. With poaching being such a threat to rhino conservation, the more South Africans who can see and appreciate just how magnificent they are, the more we have a chance to save them. Now we move on to the king of the jungle, where we get to marvel at the majestic lions while they feast. It's not my first time out here, but today, seeing the different species of animals roaming around is still so exciting and exhilarating. Another favorite we all love to see is the beautiful cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world. Now that's just a taste of some of the animals that you can expect to see here. Speaking of taste, I've worked up an appetite after all those incredible activities. It's now time for a quick nibble at the Neck and Deck restaurant. Thank you, Mike. Oh, there's just so much to choose from. There's literally a variety of delicious meals and snacks. I'm really indecisive right now, so I'm going to put the pressure on you. Please give me the restaurant's favorite snack. I love surprises, so I wonder what he's going to bring.
All right. Here we go.
It looks so delicious. Is this one of the unique starters you serve at the restaurant?
Yes, it is, ma'am. That's our famous venison carpaccio, topped with some pomegranate seed, some parmesan shavings, and a little bit of balsamic reduction.
It sounds mouth-watering, Mike, but it's time for us to taste. I want a little bit of everything. It truly is unique. I mean, the infusion of the different ingredients and flavors makes it one of my favorite things. Ultimately, I'm well fed. I am excited. But now it's time to maintain some social distancing with the black mamba at the reptile park.
Hi, Rochelle.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks to yourself.
I can't say I'm excited to see what's in the box. Now, Winnie Dlomo is one of the trusted snake handlers here at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve. Winnie, okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I think so.
All right.
I can just hear it's being tatarach in there. Girl. First of all, Winnie is handling this snake so casually. I think that's very impressive. Please tell me more about this magnificent creature.
Yes, so this is a black mamba. It's called a black mamba because of the black interior part of its mouth.
How dangerous are they?
This is an extremely dangerous snake. If the snake bites you, you've got about 20 minutes maximum. It has a neurotoxic venom. So if you ever get bitten by a black mamba, you go straight to hospital.
To the hospital?
Yes.
Are you not scared to be bitten right now?
No, because I'm handling snake correctly, so no, I'm not.
Tell us more about the shows that you host here at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve.
The shows, we do it between Tuesdays to Thursdays and also on weekends and also public holidays.
It has been an incredible experience. Thank you so much, really.
Thank you very much.
From the professional herself, try to keep your distance from a black mamba. You have 20 minutes to live after it's bitten you. No, I'm kidding. Make sure to head on to the hospital as soon as possible. But ultimately, respect these incredible creatures. It's about that time of the day where the true South African comes out, and that, my friends, is behind a braai. Actually, are you really South African if you don't enjoy yourself a tasty braai? Hey Jess!
Hey Custard!
It's good to see you again. I'm all good. How are you? Today was such a festive day. Seeing as we are in Heritage Month and we're celebrating our beautiful heritage here in South Africa, as the brand manager of the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve, what does Heritage Month mean for you?
Well, Custard, for me, everything we do here on the reserve is with a deep sense of purpose. And that is to help educate, and it is to preserve the natural heritage and the wildlife on the reserve.
And you know what? It achieves just that and even more. I mean, it is perfectly placed at the cradle of humankind after all.
Right.
Oh, Jess, it has been wonderful, but now it's time for us to dig in.
Let's dig in.
What better way to wind down, take in the views, and take time to experience nature and a beautiful African sunset? We truly are lucky to have all of this on our doorstep. I hope that you are still having yourself an amazing Heritage Month. And remember, the wild awaits. I honestly couldn't think of a better way to have celebrated Heritage Day. Now remember, if you want to see all these amazing wild animals for yourself or even enjoy a weekend away, all you need to do is go to rhinolion.co.za and book your visit. The wild awaits.
Kuthle looks too chilled with that black mamba out there. I just need a minute to take that all in. But listen, we do hope that you all celebrated Heritage Day yesterday in a unique way. But why stop there? We're continuing the celebrations into the weekend with this uniquely South African recipe with a twist. Our clover fresh milk lamb and lentil bobotie. Teresa, I'm so excited for you to do this because I'm the sous chef. I tell everyone I'm just there to observe and maybe try this recipe over the weekend.
Very, very good idea. And it's a bit rainy in Cape Town, so this is a good one for the weekend. So I have started frying off some onions here in a bit of olive oil, just softening them a little bit. While I'm busy here, would you like to whisk up our custard that's going to go on top?
Oh, yes.
So we've got
certainly. So what do I have over
so
here?
So you've got some eggs in the bowl. You're going to add a cup of our clover milk.
Yes.
And a little bit of salt and pepper. So
Perfect.
Our onions are looking lovely and soft. I'm going to add some curry powder and some turmeric. And we're actually using fresh turmeric today, but you can use the dried version as well.
What is the difference if you use dried versus fresh?
Well, I think most people have dried in their cupboards. It's more accessible. But fresh is lovely. It's got that beautiful flavor. But both will work really, really well. So once you start frying them, they're going to release their flavor, and that's going to be really delicious. We're going to add some garlic.
Love.
And then we're going to add some lamb mince.
And that goes in nicely as well.
Yes, so you're going to brown that.
And you know why I love this dish as well? It's because it caters for everyone. So if you're having a large family over, especially over the weekend, like you said, it is that comfort food. It just hits, all the flavor profiles. It comes from, the Cape Malay descent. So just all that apricot. And I see that you have the chutney in as well. So
that fruity vibe.
Absolutely.
And that's it. You can make a nice big bobotie, and it's going to feed a crowd, maybe even give you 2 meals, which we love. So it's a great, great meal to make.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How am I doing?
That looks great. Perfect. So make sure it's evenly combined.
Okay.
Just season it with a bit of salt and pepper. And I'm just browning our mince here.
I don't know. I'm hearing G laugh at the background because he's like, hot mess, hot mess.
I always give you guys jobs. I mean, I can't have you, just watching.
Yes, absolutely not. This is how we get to work for the Friday. You know what I mean? Putting us to work, Teresa. Putting us to work.
Right. I love the dried fruit element in the bobotie. So I've added some sultanas. You can add raisins as well. Some chopped up dried apricots as well.
Ooh.
Absolutely delicious. And then our chutney, of course. Keep some on the side for serving as well. It's lovely on the side. And give that all a good mix.
And I mean, if you want to take it to the next level, you can also just add it with a bed of rice. I'm assuming I've seen people do, bobotie with a side of rice, so you could do that as well.
Absolutely, that's looking great. And then we're going to be adding some lentils as well. So you can use them from a tin or pre-cook them.
I'd probably use a tin, convenient.
And they're inexpensive. It's a great source of protein, and it just stretches out that meat filling a little bit more.
Definitely.
So mix that all together. And I mean, doesn't that smell fantastic?
And I think I'm going to try this because you made it look so easy. That was less than 10 minutes.
It really,
5 minutes
really
even,
is.
just to do that. So I mean,
that's it.
It's perfect.
And then when you pop it in the oven, you can make your rice, and then dinner's ready.
Dinner
is super easy.
Ready. And the best part of it is that, again, bobotie is a traditional South African dish of mincemeat cooked in a Cape Malay flavored sauce. Today, we mix it up with lamb mince, lentils, and chopped apricots. Why specifically apricots?
Just adds a beautiful flavor. Also, they're quite soft, so they sort of blend into the meat mixture very well. But it's all about that flavor.
Yeah.
So I love adding apricots.
And I want to talk about this that I made because I'm always struggling, just with having a child, and this as well, to get the nutrients and get all that essentials in. And we know that Clover Fresh milk contains 9 essential nutrients and vitamins, including protein, vitamins A, D, and B12, and calcium. So that, yes, the flavor profile is ticked, but you're also getting them, healthy. It's a healthy option for the kids.
So important, especially little growing bodies.
Absolutely. So that's going to be layered in then?
Yes. So you're going to pop this into your dish. You're going to top it with your egg custard and, of course, your bay leaves. You have to have that as well.
Absolutely.
And then you bake it in the oven for 20 minutes. Ooh. And it's as easy as that.
Okay, expressoshow.com is where you want to get your hands on for this recipe. But if you missed out on any of the steps, here's a quick recap.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover Fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover Fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Looking for fantastic health and weight loss benefits without a lifestyle change or being on a diet? Well, Shapeline 50 Billion from Proven Probiotics is the first ever probiotic to offer scientifically proven weight loss, while at the same time boosting immune and digestive health. That's why we think Shapeline 50 Billion may well be the world's most effective probiotic. Available at Dis-Chem and Clicks.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Friday, the 25th of September. Thank you very much for joining us at the start of a brand new day. Now, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused chaos within the lives and livelihoods of so many, from health and business to day-to-day life. Now, the effects have been absolutely devastating, and added to that, our already pressured healthcare system was placed under even bigger duress and will be feeling the after effects for some time to come, making innovation even more important. And this is something that MedShield knows only too well. We're joined this morning by MedShield Medical Scheme Principal Officer Tanisha Naidu to find out more about their benefit options for 2021 that put the best interests of their members first. Tanisha, it's great to have you with us. How are you?
I'm very well, great. Thank you very much for having me.
Excellent. Now, MedShield Medical Scheme has just announced its revised plans for 2021, and there's been a buzz on the MedShield social media channels about hashtag Live Assured. Tell us a little bit more about what this all means and what it entails.
Great, thank you very much. So MedShield's campaign for 2021 is to live assured. And as you know, 2020 has been a challenging year for South Africans across the board. The impact of the coronavirus has affected individual health, family health, national health, as well as people's finances, with thousands of jobs being lost due to economic disruption. So as MedShield, as a solutions-oriented scheme, we sought to make private healthcare more affordable, more accessible to the great public, so they don't have to live through this uncertainty of this current times without medical cover.
Yeah.
So many people might know this, but MedShield is constituted as a not-for-profit entity. And in 2020, as a result of the lower healthcare claims, we expected to end the year with more than 300 million rand in surplus. But true to our beliefs and our commitment to our members, we've chosen to pass this back to our members through low and affordable increases in 2021. So ranging from an affordable 84 rand increase on our entry-level plans up to 350 rand on our top-end plans. So in essence, MedShield's Live Assured is really about creating certainty, providing assurances and comfort so that members can feel more at ease and focus on enjoying their lives and not to stress about their healthcare needs, as MedShield has them covered.
I mean, that's absolutely amazing that you've chosen to done that with your surplus, as you've just said now, and stuck to your ethos as such, and to make sure that we all can live assured. Now, being able to live assured means improving other areas of your life as well that support good health as well. So what additional proactive solutions has MedShield taken to enhance the quality of life for its members?
Thanks. It's a great question. Maintaining good health really starts with, building a better body, making lifestyle choices that are not harmful to one's health, such as poor diet, smoking, excessive alcohol drinking, and really to get members to kickstart their healthcare journey towards leading a healthier living life. We've introduced an exciting wellness initiative called the MedShield Movement. So really the MedShield Movement focuses on enhancing members' health through improved fitness and nutrition behaviors. So members are invited to join in on live online fitness sessions, such as high-intensity workouts, and for those people that prefer yoga. And these are hosted by certified personal trainers who get members to be active and build strong bodies. And really, I think the whole philosophy is around catering for members, no matter what level you are, whether you're entry level or you're an advanced level.
That's amazing. I was about to ask that, whether they cater to those who aren't as advanced. So I'm certainly looking forward to joining the next live MedShield Movement workout. Now, with people understandably, obviously very afraid of visiting hospitals and doctors' rooms in fear of potentially contracting COVID-19, how has MedShield enabled members to continue receiving quality medical treatment in a safer way that puts their minds at ease?
I think during this period, MedShield really turned to technology as an innovation, and we fast-tracked what we call smart care, which is really digital telemedicine that allows members to consult with healthcare practitioners remotely. So smart care allows members to consult with doctors and enable clinics and pharmacies in the presence of a registered nurse so that they can receive treatment from a doctor via two-way video conferencing. And the nurse does the initial patient consults, and then the doctor oversees the online consultation. And, we built on this, and moving into 2020, we enabled Smart Care WhatsApp Doc, which is MedShield's newest innovation under the scheme's coronavirus prevention strategy. It really enabled members who suspected that they may be infected with COVID-19 to be assessed by a registered doctor and through instant messaging, get comfort from the safety of their home, understand what symptoms they're experiencing, understand what do they need to go for more healthcare interventions. So I think in forward, we're really looking to enhance this to really remove the barriers to access to healthcare and really make this a truly remote and innovative solution. So no matter where in South Africa you are, you would be able to get quality healthcare and access.
I think that's actually, it's really amazing the step that you've taken in the right direction health-wise when you think about how many times people at home just wish they had immediate access to a doctor or some kind of medical professional that could help them with what they were going through. And we all have learned now, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, that the health of one affects the health of many. Now, Tanisha, I've got to say thank you very much to you. It's been great having you on the show to discuss how MedShield is helping to bring more support and care to individuals and families in this challenging year. And so if any of our viewers are interested in finding out more about MedShield, where can they go?
Well, thank you for having me on the show. And for more information on how MedShield will be bringing great medical care to members, you're welcome to go to our website, which is www.medshield.co.za.
Simple as that. Thank you very much and have yourself a wonderful weekend, Tanisha.
Thank you very much.
Well, MedShield believes in caring about you towards a healthier nation, and it's certainly evident in these innovations and these offerings that we've heard about, giving us peace of mind to #LiveAssured.
Life. There's nothing like it. Your future health is in good hands. Live assured with MedShield Medical Scheme.
All right, time to win. It's myself and Batgirl do the thing with the cape. Whoosh, here to award our latest 100% Goodness with Crush winner. Congratulations to our latest winner. It is Elizabeth Siete. Woo! You go on our wall of glory. You have just won yourself a 100% handy kitchen tool, a Kenwood quad blade chopper. Kutle, my beautiful assistant, is going to be putting your picture on our leaderboard. Well done. Great job, Kutle. Thank you so much. Perfect for chopping your kitchen herbs, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. So well done, Elizabeth. Make sure you guys keep on entering. But we, of course, are going to enjoy 100% goodness of fresh herbs right now. I love rosemary. Absolutely adore it, Nicole, but mine died.
You said yours died.
Mine died.
See, the thing is with rosemary is people tend to overwater it. They treat it like your basil, your coriander, and like all those
thirsty herbs.
Thirsty herbs, exactly. So you can. I'm going to cut a little piece here. You can see it's a very woody type of well, I would say herb. So you don't want to overwater it because it holds its water a lot better.
Like a little tree.
It's a tree, essentially a tree. So just like the other ones, you would also take your bottom off like that, and you can propagate it just like that in some water.
Really?
But I would say that is definitely the better way to go about it than growing it from seed. A rosemary can take forever to grow from seed, and it's not always successful. So if you know a buddy...
So you've got to be in it from the long haul if you're going to grow it from seed. Okay.
Exactly. If you know someone that has a rosemary plant, just ask them for a clipping or two.
Cool.
Go home, plant it in, and what I love about rosemary is it's a great accompaniment in your juices, makes beautiful syrups, also using it in your...
I think we often overlook it as a sweet additive. I think it's beautiful on the right kind of pizza as well. It because it's so earthy, as you say, it's got like a really strong flavor profile. So you've got to be careful with what you pair. But once you do add it, it can really elevate things.
Exactly.
That's amazing. How beautiful is that gorgeous little flower that it's adorning right now?
I know.
It's spring, man.
And it's also edible as well. So I also love using rosemary flowers for garnishes and stuff. It makes such a beautiful.
Well, you can use 100% of it. In fact, you can even take the thicker sticks and use those as skewers in lamb if you want to be really crafty.
Brilliant.
Have a little taste of this.
Go for it. You'll see. It's like you'll see the rosemary comes through a little bit. You don't want it to be too overpowering because rosemary is a very strong.
It's very strong and it's very fragrant, but that smell hits you first, which is great.
Exactly, and that's what you want. So you can add it to almost anything. I'd say
funky,
go with your Crush 100% juices, and then you can even top it up with some fizzy drink. You can add a little bit of what you want to do at home.
It works with the cranberry, 100% Crush all the way. Absolutely love that. So if you want to stand a chance to win incredible prizes like Elizabeth Siete did this morning, entering is really easy. Take a look at this.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs, see the back of the label and scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you don't find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover.
It really is that simple. Once you have potted up your rosemary, why not go and sit in the sun, catch some rays and just chill with a glass of 100% goodness with Crush. Definitely put some rosemary in it. Cheers.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Happy Friday to all of you. Now, whether you're going away or relaxing at home this weekend, Woolworths has all the looks your family will adore at prices that you will love as well. Now, resident fashion and beauty editor Nox Mafu is here to show us her weekend loading basket. Mama, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Listen, it is getting hotter.
Yes.
You know, summer is on us now. It's also a weekend, a reason to dress up and update our wardrobes. What are some of the trends we're going to be seeing for this season?
Oh, well, I think obviously, you know, with men and women's fashion, there really is a play, obviously, back to spring. We're seeing a lot more linens coming in, your pure cottons, really lighter fabrics that are breathable and really great for kind of summer events, whether at a picnic or you're chilling at a yacht. All these things are super breathable spaces. But I also love the fact that we're returning to a very 70s kind of vibe. So the longer kind of collar, you're really kind of getting a playful accent in a lot of the styles. But of course, with the ladies' fashion, it's prints, color, all the joy that comes with spring.
Tick, tick, tick. Take us through your weekend wardrobe selection.
So I think here we've got a lovely range of things. Let's actually start this side with the men's golfers. What we can see here is really the return to bright, bold primary colors, which is always so great for fashion moments. Really great to pair with also, and really makes a statement in the room. So the golfers are a really popular one at the moment. We'll see the lighter kind of hues of that, the blues looking really, really good at this stage. And of course, these lovely prints. Like I said, print is all the rage. And even for the men, we're seeing a really, really great return to a really playful nature, which is why that 70s vibe came to me there. And then, of course, the classic chino, which, I mean, I love this for really the men. It's a really classic, beautiful, ethically sourced kind of material, which has always looked so refined and good on the gents. And of course, when we move on to the ladies, we're seeing, of course, these pops of color, which are just absolutely exciting. Let me put this down here. But really a simple way to update your outfit. I mean, the price point starting with these dresses is $2.99, which is really a lovely way to stock up on stuff that feel really good. We've got these fun, playful prints over here. I mean, who wouldn't have fun at a picnic with this? So I really think this weekend, if you're trying to find something that's quick and easy, light to pack, these are really great items to work with.
And I like what you said, that even men can play around with these pop-off colors and the prints and this fun and flirty vibes. Now I know that you brought in a power couple to show us how it's done. Shall we bring them in?
I think we should bring them in, and I really, really enjoy this look. So this couple over here really decided to take it to the top. They are going to a yacht party this evening, and what we love here is just the play of the colors. I really love the light hues here, and I'm going to start off with Kat. Kat has really got a pure cotton shirt, which really is breathable. I think it feels good, and really a lovely play here with the sleeve detail there. And then, of course, we've paired that with a classic chino, an amazing staple to have in any men's wardrobe, but really a lovely light and refreshing color to go with spring. So if he's got a late lunch this long weekend, he is going to be looking dapper for that yellow with a washer in between. And then we've got Kuhle here in obviously the classic summer dresses that we're seeing at Woolworths. Really lovely, breathable cottons that we're seeing, and just a lovely long flirtatious dress. I love the detail here with the paneling, and I wonder how they feel.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, with 2020 being the year that it's been, this is like the mode I want to be in. This is the kind of December festive time that I want to go in. Very relaxed, minimal fuss, but refinement, as you were saying earlier on.
Yes, absolutely agree with Kat. It's very simple, yet it's very there. It makes a bold statement, but at the same time, you feel so good. But and you look good. Yeah. So that's something that I'm truly enjoying about this dress. And the flow of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely giving me rich auntie and uncle vibes right now.
Listen, our chauffeurs are waiting. We need to get to the yacht.
Oh, right now?
Shall we?
Please.
So the yacht is calling them. But I mean, as you can see, that outfit really is something that they can play with all the time.
Knox, thank you so much. As always, you've made me want to get absolutely everything. But of course, you too can get your weekend looks with Woolworths. You can buy all of this and so much more at prices that you will love. Now shop this in-store, online, or on the Woolworths app.
Time to have a little bit more fun in the kitchen. I was just saying to Teresa, now I've got proper chorizo breath. I've been snacking on that pasta that we made earlier all morning. It's delicious. Now I need a chaser. And we're going to get into some of your amazing creative ideas working alongside Snowflake. And it is undoubtedly too fresh to flop. That's why this morning we are bringing you this spin on a milk tart cupcake. It sounds amazing. So as an odds on to favourite South Africa is a celebration of our heritage, is a big part of our culinary diversity, I think, is what we love reveling over Heritage Day. So we've got an absolute gem of a recipe lined up for you this morning. As I said, milk tart cupcakes, and this is thanks to the enormous response that we've had on our Expresso Facebook page, on our posts relating to Snowflake, and the Expresso family sends thank you. And our Snowflake homemade competition has been a huge success. So thanks so much for that. We've had hundreds of recipes to draw inspiration from, and today's recipe is inspired by Leslie Jacobs Hambury from Port Elizabeth, who says that her dish is so special because she has got the two original recipes from her grandmother. That's beautiful, and then has fused them together to create her own new memory, her own piece of family history and heritage. We love that. Teresa, that was quite a mouthful, so let's fill this big mouth with something delicious. And now things feel normal. Now we're making something sweet again in our Feels like this is the Teresa
Order
I
has
know and
been
love.
restored.
Yeah. But what a cool idea. We love milk tart. We love cupcakes. I've never thought, and that's amazing that we've never seen it in this kitchen, the two being
combo.
combined.
I know, and I have childhood memories of vanilla cupcakes and milk tarts. So sort of combining all of that into this delicious happy snack.
Absolutely love it. So I'm going to do some work for you, so you can put me to work this morning. So
You can
what do you
just
need me to do?
soften our butter.
Can I steal your...
Do you want to grab that? Yeah. And I'm going to make our cupcakes. So we're using our vanilla cupcake mix. So I've mixed some eggs, some milk, and some oil in the bowl.
Okay.
You're going to add your premix. So nice and easy.
The snowflake makes it so easy for us.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, just get the kids involved. This is a great activity. I've already got some of these kits in my cupboard at home, so this is going to be part of our school holiday activities.
And yeah, I would recommend, before you start tackling your batter, just let it sit at room temperature for a little while. Okay, it's starting to soften.
All right, and that's our cupcake batter all done.
Wow, simple,
Very,
easy.
very easy. Yeah.
Chop,
So
great.
you're just going to pop it into your cupcake cases.
Wow, that
and
was
then-
all of like 30 seconds.
So
to do
easy.
that.
And then you bake it for about 25 minutes, and then just make sure you let them cool completely before you do any decorating. Very, very important. Okay, so you're just going to fill up all your cases.
How do you know if they are ready? Do you do the skewer test in a cupcake? Is that
Yeah,
right?
skewer is kind of the standard, that's the easiest. Right, then we're going to be making a milk tart flavored custard to go inside the cupcake. So I've got some milk heating up on the stove.
I'm wondering, is this the... Oh, I've been wondering, I've just been getting like cinnamon, that beautiful cardamom kind of smell.
Yeah. So I've got some egg yolks here, and I'm going to add some sugar and some cinnamon. So we've got that milk tart vibe going. Some vanilla.
I'm making a noise here with my bowl, but this butter is putting up quite a
Doing
fight,
well.
but it's getting there.
So we've gone with a favorite South African dessert to inspire our filling today. But you, instead of doing milk tart, you could do a chocolate flavored custard. You could do coffee. You could do a citrus, even a sort of an orange or a
Ooh, I
lemon.
love the sound of that.
So
yeah.
really, really nice.
It's like a nice lemon icing.
Yes. So I'm combining all of our ingredients here while our milk heats up. And then what you're going to do is, once the milk starts simmering, you don't want it to be boiling furiously. You're just going to pour a little bit into your egg mixture.
Just tiny bit, so
Just
you're not
to-
cooking the egg, obviously.
Just tempering it, you're just raising the temperature. Mix that together, and then we're going to pour this back into the pot. And that's going to thicken into our
Beautiful
milk
custard.
tart custard. And you just want to keep the heat reasonably low, keep whisking, and after a couple of minutes it'll thicken up.
All right, then just very quickly, how do we top it all off?
Okay, so once the custard's done and your cupcakes are cool, you're going to cut a little hole in your cupcake. So it's like a little surprise
Little hat.
center. And you're going to put some of your
Goodness.
custard inside, so it's a little surprise. And then you've started our icing, so what you would do is soften the butter, whisk in your icing sugar and a little bit of
And then
milk.
you've got your beautiful butter icing.
Then
And
pipe it.
And then you pipe it beautifully,
On
and it
top.
looks exactly like that. Teresa, this looks absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much to Leslie for supplying us with this beautiful recipe. Remember, Snowflake is calling for all South Africans to share their homemade creations and recipes with us for the chance to win one of 3 5,000 Rand cash prizes. So you're going to enter by simply sharing a photo of your favorite shopping or your family recipe, rather, using any Snowflake product, and that's got to be on our Expresso Facebook or Twitter competition post. Then tell us the reason this recipe is so special to you, and use the hashtag Snowflake Homemade. Simple as that. The competition closes on the 30th of September 2020, and all the terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. Cheers. That looks amazing. Look at that.
Yummy.
Snowflake, too fresh to flop.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half Project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Smooth Fridays on Expresso with Tropica, and that means smooth winnings. Now, over the next few weeks, we will be calling 2 of you every Friday who have bought Tropica, flipped the red cap, found smooth, and followed the details on the pack to enter.
Absolutely. So this morning, we'll be giving away a Samsung microwave. We told you about it earlier on in this week. A Samsung microwave is up for grabs to one fortunate Tropica fan who flips a cap and finds smooth. Now, on our smooth or not smooth flip a cap wall, which is right over here. So this microwave, stylish, beautiful, it's powerful, perfect for making quick dinners or warming up the food as well. So we have Matsi Angelina Rantotsi from Vanderbijl Park and Msindo Kubeka from Amersfoort, Mpumalanga. How are you guys both doing today?
Hi, we're good, thank you.
Good. Very good, very good. Hopefully he's feeling very smooth after Heritage Day. Did you have a good celebration?
Sorry?
Did you have a good celebration of Heritage Day?
Yes, I did, definitely. Thank you so much, I did.
Wonderful.
Even though I was working, but I did have a very good time.
Nice one, nice one. Okay.
We're so happy and excited to have you on the show. Now, this is how it's going to work. Matsi, who was drawn first, will select a number of a cap to flip first, and Umsindo, who was drawn second, will select to flip the next cap. The first person to flip a cap that has smooth will win the prize. Only one cap has smooth under it on our wall. So we will flip until it's found. Are you all ready and smooth?
Yes.
Msindo, are you there? Msindo?
Yebo.
Oh, yebo. You must tell us you're there. Okay, so, Matsi, you're going to go first.
Sorry?
What number will it be? Matsi, you are first. Let's see.
My first number, it will be number 9.
Hello?
Number 9. Okay, so this is for Matsi. Flipping number 9. Will she find smooth?
Oh,
okay.
Not yet.
Not smooth.
Not yet. But we'll try that again with Umsindo. What number will it be?
Msindo?
Hello? Is Msindo in the house?
Msindo, this is your chance. Don't give up on us now. Are you there, Msindo?
Yes, I'm there.
Bang Msindo, man. Hey.
Msindo, what number cap are you choosing?
5.
Number 5. Let's see.
Congratulations, Mzindo! You've won yourself a Samsung microwave!
Oh, thank you very much.
For a guy whose name is Msindo, you're quite quiet. But listen, congratulations to you. Tell us, how do you feel right now?
Sorry?
How do you feel right now?
I'm very happy. I'm driving here. My network is not good, but I'm very happy.
Hey, listen, we are connecting you to a Samsung microwave, so the network better be good right now.
100%. Congratulations to you, Msindo. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I hope that you will have a fantastic time with the new microwave.
Okay, many thanks to Trop.
I love that. All right, so that's Msindo winning. He flipped the cap, number 5, and found smooth, and it's as easy as that. Now, for the rest of you watching, this is how you can enter Tropica's Smooth Not Smooth competition. You simply buy any Tropica promotional pack with a red cap, you then flip the cap, and if you find smooth underneath the cap, you stand a chance of winning.
Now, if you don't find smooth, then try flipping another cap till you do. Once you find smooth, then follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes such as headphones, mobile phones, travel start vouchers, return flights, watches, sunglasses, and so much more.
Yeah, plus stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday, just like Msindo has won, by flipping a cap on our wall till you find smooth, and prizes like there's vouchers, there's TVs, washing machines, and fridges up for grabs.
Now, the more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances to win. So go on and find your smooth this weekend. Let's kick off this Friday with our Friday dance, please.
Well, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Can you believe it? We've had so much fun. We've literally run out of time. But it's been absolutely amazing being with you on this Friday morning, wishing you a most fantastic weekend. And we look forward to seeing you, of course, at 11:30 until 12 for our midday broadcast. Listen, have yourself a great weekend. Any good plans for the weekend?
No, just chilling at home, relaxing, perhaps have a few friends over. But other than that...
Some leftover braai meat, Nyana.
No, we bride here and I had everything here. I didn't even take us cupped in.
All right, well, listen, enjoy your weekend. Thanks very much to the entire team, and we'll see you at 11:30 right here on SABC3. Have yourself a good weekend. Make someone smile out there. Bye.
Yeah, from our side as well, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're enjoying this shortened week. If you are having a long weekend, rock on. I hope you can get the most out of the next couple of days. But thank you so much for joining us for what has been a beautiful Heritage Day celebration as well. And from us, sending you nothing but love. Have a good one. Friday dance, Friday dance, Friday dance.
Clover has been part of our South African heritage for over 120 years and wishes you all a happy Heritage Month. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.